Everybody, welcome back to Hostility Live. We are getting ready to play some Subnautica. I did a whole freaking session for like an hour and a half, and the sound was totally messed up. I got a new mic, and man, it was so quiet. If you've watched it, I'm sorry. Maybe you could put on closed caption for the hearing impaired or something. I don't know. Hopefully I got the bugs worked out. Okay, so right now I did some things. You probably, if you didn't watch the last video, we were waiting for Sunbeam to show up. And here we are. We got a minute and a half before the Sunbeam shows up to take us home. We're on a deserted island that's not so deserted. We've got creatures on there that like to eat us. We got a purple fragment and a force field that says insert tablet. We do not have a tablet, we just have the fragments that we've researched just now. We got 35 seconds to be right there. Something is starting to happen. You see on this, looks like a big damn Optimus Prime.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it? Hold on. No turning back now. Positions everywhere.
They're coming to take me away.
9, 8. It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
And there goes our hope of rescue. There goes Bob right there. So, like, I had this thing, and I shared it with my girlfriend. It's about the names. My name's Roy, and it's about the names Roy and Bob. Now, in almost every TV show, just about every movie, you're gonna have either a Roy or a Bob. You may not think so right now, but just give it a little time. Watch some TV shows. You're gonna be like, oh my god, it's Roy and it's Bob. Okay. Sometimes they're both in the same show. Most of the time it's one or the other. Okay, hey, looky there. We got a purple plate that we can put into that thing down there. Now we are full, so I'm not going to hang out here for very long because there's so much stuff here. So we did that. I just wanted to show you that animation and everything. Now, eventually, we'll be able to create these purple plates, but as of right now, we cannot. It's up just to get rid of some space.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity.
There's a lot of stuff in here, so like I said, we're gonna dip out. We're gonna go home and reset. Started building a base. But I ran out of time because we had to get over here so I could show you this explosion thing here. So, we're gonna come back over here 1,000 meters. Do our little thing. Continue building our base, and then we'll go check out the other island. Because in the last episode, we got a message saying that they reached dry land, so we gotta go do that. And to be honest, it's got a lot of stuff over there that we need. So, I'm gonna build this moon pool. And, get some electricity going to it. And then we'll head over to the island. We'll do the island, and we will cut it down from there. Because I want to start making these a little bit shorter. Just in case I do have an issue like I had last time. I don't waste 2 hours of my life, recording stuff and working it out and trying to, upload it and whatnot, and it's garbage. So, if I do half an hour, 45-minute segments, then it'll be so much better in the long run. Okay. So normally, when we get to right here, this will grab us with these handles, these grips right here, and it'll pull us up, but we don't have any electricity, so we need to create some electricity. And wiring, I think we'd be able to, right here, and it'll reach. Okay, so we gotta go 4. I have 2 quartz. Oh, I have 1 copper ore. Start that. So we're not even going to be able to know if it works. Start time. Okay. No, I guess that'll give us a little time to get some quartz. What we got? Where is all of our goodies? Come out. Oh, right there they are. so I need quartz. A bunch of quartz over on that other, over by the Aurora. Okay, so let us so start that a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh god. Oh, what the hell? Get out. Oh Jesus. And that's what I'm talking about when you don't have a full freaking HCO tank. We almost died and lost our stuff. That would have sucked. Maybe we didn't. Okay, so we're gonna pull this stuff out because we have better storage now. Hopefully it'll be daytime soon and we can check out to see if our electricity actually works this slow in the water. I was gonna wait a little bit longer because I was thinking that I had extra oxygen, and then I thought better of it. I'm glad I did, or else I would have died. So let's go back out to the rest of my stuff. Technically, I should have just pulled everything out of my backpack and throw it in that thing, and then picked up the leftovers later on. All the stuff that I did need, so I can make less trips. I'll do that this time. Later on, get a reactor. Rely on the sun. Electricity does work.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Bravo. Okay, so we're just gonna throw all this stuff in there so that we can get all of the stuff here. For everything to be right there where I can grab it rather than having to search through these things and whatnot. Yeah, it's a shame I didn't freaking get that sound working. Like I said, I just got a new microphone. But, of course, you couldn't hear me, probably, because I stated that on part 2 video. And, you know, from the videos that I've watched about do's and don'ts of streaming. People have done it. And actually, they still do it. They're like, yeah, I had microphone problems. I didn't test it before, I created this whole video, and now I was afraid of that. I put those in the wrong damn spot. I like coming out and going right here. I don't like turning around and going right here. It's just an anal thing. Whatever. Okay. So we are going to grab this. Oh, we don't have any more quartz. Okay, well, whatever. Alright, so all this stuff over here. Those. Take this life. Do. Now we need to create all this fun stuff. Okay, so fabricator, we need titanium, gold, and table coral. Yep. Table coral and gold. I thought I had gold. Oh, it's in the other. It's in the life pod. Oh, let's grab some food, some water, some more food, water, more water. I think we're no food. So blueprint is a purple tablet. We'll get a bunch of those ion cubes later on in the game. Okay, let's do this.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Let's just pop one of those. Okay, so we need some gold. Um, Everything that we have in there, we're gonna need in here as well, because we're just gonna start living in here. But, okay, and right now we have 75 power because we only have one. Solar display. I'm getting tired, so I can't think straight. Yeah, so let's put this stuff away. Perhaps I ought to just leave the creature eggs in the water. I'll do that. I'll have maybe a little more room in here. And the creature eggs aren't a huge importance right now. So we will set it over here. Having this thing, it'll actually charge the batteries of that, whatever is being docked. So that's a good thing. All right. What do we want to do first? Do we want to do more storage? Do we want to go over, check out that other area? 93 charge. Okay. How about we do that?
All systems online.
Alright, so we don't have a compass. So we just need to find our direction by looking at the Aurora and going either left or right of that to the big clouds. It's pretty easy for the most part to find these two land masses. Everything else, it's not so easy. There's a lot of stuff. That's why you need the beacons and whatnot. So, just keep on trucking on. So, yes, you know, I'm a beginner at this whole streaming thing. So every day I'm learning something new. Yeah, maybe I ought to set an alarm, you know, so that it'll let me know, hey, you know, you're getting close to 30-minute or whatever, 45-minute video. Okay, so we're seeing the landmass. This place can be a little confusing at first, but it's not too terribly bad. You got a big hole right in the center. Now be careful though. You can get this thing stuck on here, and there is no like stuck button. And man, it is a pain in the neck to push off of there. I've done it. Trust me, it's not fun.
Energy signatures on the island's surface.
Okay, so we are gonna need our knife out. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you're going to be able to research over here. Get in there. It's just really for show. There are some things that are edible that we'll find later on. So right there is a big hole in the center. You can dive down inside there and whatever, it's no big deal. You don't really need to do that. but I believe there is a cave down in there that you can access. But your main thing is up there and up there. And then on the other side of this hill, there is a base in between. Okay. So, big hill, and this is a lot of the stuff that we need to like make our little happy home. So there's a few little things that we got to kill down here. You just simply avoid their initial. They don't really hurt a whole lot, but there is a few of them. And then we can research everything once we get these guys killed. Okay. Okay. So this right here is like the main room. One of the main rooms. This right here, the bulkhead that reinforces your base so that it is stronger, because the more you build, the less stable it is, and so you need to put some stuff together to make it stronger. Battery, voice data, multi-purpose room, that's our main thing. Right. Those are what we're after, those watermelon things right there. Okay. We got it. Wait. A little extra research. Now that research, it tells you different things, obviously. Here, your grow bed. It's if you want to build outside of your base. Okay. So, now the deal with these. You need the seeds of one of them. Okay. Then we can grow them and get more seeds. All right. So we can eat this. That's great. 12 food, 14 water. But you can eat those things all day long. These things, whatever, they're huge. They take up a lot of space. They're good for, you have a bioreactor that you can use, and you put that big stuff in there and it generates power. That's the best thing for those big plants. And up in one of these, you'll find another set of something that is good for that purpose. It's a tree thing. So those are Chinese something or other. Okay, we got more stuff. You don't have to do all this stuff. Like I said, I mean, unless you want to, like, just create some outside land masses and whatnot. Some outside bases and whatever. And this stuff really isn't that big of a deal. Okay, so we're just gonna run all the way up to the top of this thing. Let's see, you can't eat the things. Just drop it. But I think you can plant them, you know, and just, you know, if you want to make something pretty or whatever. Okay, so the observatory, kernel mustard, and the lead pipe. No, I'm kidding. That's a game called Clue. Okay. You. Now, if we hadn't got the desk and chair and everything from those other pieces of crash site, we could get them there. Okay, excuse me. Alright, so now just in case you accidentally forgot to, you know, cut this into seeds down at the other area, you can pick that up. And again, we just want to eat these. They're not really good to grow. But, I mean, if you want to, you can. You know, it gives you 12 food. 3. I don't grow them. You know, there's other things that are not quite so bulky that you can grow that do better. So, then a lot of this you can just drop down. Remember, you got a center divide right here. Hit that center divide. Now below this island, this is a floating island, there is a main spot that we need to go to eventually. So we will come back and revisit this area. But once we get this place right here, then we are done. Stasis rifle, that should finish that off.
New blueprint acquired. Preparing the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration.
Okay, this is the main thing that we want, the indoor grow bed. That is where we're going to grow our melons. The lantern tree. This is great for the bioreactor. I just think it looks neat, to be honest. So I prefer this over the Chinese potato thing. I don't know. Yeah, you can't like What did I just pick up? Oh, seed. Okay, well, I didn't want, but you can grow that. I don't think it does you any harm. I don't think it does you any good. You might be able to feed it into the bioreactor. I don't know. Like it just takes up space. So we're gonna fill up with water.
Integrating
So
new EDA data.
these tell you again, you know, what happened to them, whatnot. And there's another bulkhead here. If you didn't get the other one, on the other side. And it is time to leave. There's the Aurora, there's the thing, there's our sea moth. So, I mean, like I said, you can explore. There's really nothing here. But, you know, if it's your first time, you know, I mean, be my guest. You know, enjoy the scenery. It's great. It's freaking. It's a lovely bunch of coconuts. Enjoy the show. I mean, they put a lot of time and effort into it. You know, you might as well take advantage of it. And okay, so like I said, this is the world down below here. It's kind of neat. You gotta go pretty deep to get to the stuff down here. And so, you know, we're only at 200 meters that we can go down, and this goes way down. Because we're at 200 meters already, and that's just the top of that stuff over there. So we will come back, we will revisit this, but there's really no point in doing it right now. We gotta build modules, and then you'll be able to get down in there and get busy. Have a little more fun exploring and enjoying the moment. To, you know, it's like completely different worlds, completely different environments. Okay, we do have a little space. We do need some quartz. So we want to keep an eye out for quartz. We got a bunch of salt here. You know, like I said, you know, those bulbs are a finite resource, but and they're all over the place. You just have to look for them. It's just we don't want to use all those ones up over there if we don't have, because they are just right there. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna find, you know, different shipwrecks and everything all over the place. But a lot of times what's going to happen is, you know, they're going to call you to it. They're going to be like, hey, this is life pod 12, this is life pod 7. We need help. It'll take you there. So it's, you're allowed to go wherever you want. but you know, there is this string that's attached to you so you don't get lost, I guess you could say. Alright, so what we need to do is drop these off, grab some of this stuff. These off. Now you can also plant that old small marble melon, is what it's called. Okay, so we need some lead because we're gonna need to build stuff outside so we can start growing stuff. Stuff. Alright, so let's just make sure we have what we need. The multi-purpose room, we've got that. We've got foundation. Okay, so we've got that. So let's grab more of this. Let's jump down here. Okay, that's the front. So let's build a multi-purpose room right here. If we can. Now all of this is, you can deconstruct. Okay, so maybe we're gonna go here. Okay, that's not attached, and that's no good because it will not attach later. That's one thing about this game that I don't really like. Not everything works the way the mentality of it was supposed to work, I guess. Okay, so it will attach there. Maybe it won't. What the heck? Maybe I need to do this. Is it just busted? What the heck's going on? Yeah, that's not okay. It is doing something. All right. Maybe that was okay. So this. So Q we can deconstruct. All right, so let's put this in here. Okay, that did work.
It may be prudent to separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this
Okay.
space as your home, but
So
know that it is not.
you probably didn't see it, but when we built that, it made our hall structure less. So we want to this thing to increase our hull structure. Okay, see it's 5.82 right now up in the top left because we just added 2, so it was 3.8. Now, if we would have continued building, I need that quartz. If we would have continued building, we would have sustained hull damage. Excuse me. Okay, so we need some quartz. That's just all there is to it. And I missed every one of them. Trying for the one.
30 seconds.
Yeah. Alright, dude. Already been in here. I'm not gonna find any quartz in there. My best bet is probably to in a ship, my sea moth, and go over to the other spot. So maybe we're just gonna do that instead, because we're gonna need a bunch of it. Put away as much of this stuff as we can. Yeah, we can repair this thing.
All systems online.
We can repair this thing with the repair tool. All we have to do is get out, repair tool up, go repair tool up, and tired doing stupid things. Okay, easily repaired. Okay. Sea moth going towards Aurora. Yeah, we do have a laser cutter, so we can cut into this place here. There's two areas that we put beacons at. Okay, there's a quartz. Just sneak in and sneak out. Yeah, I tried going to sleep, but I just had shoulder surgery, and so it's like I don't sleep so well. So I just laid there for hours. Um, but I'm exhausted. That lady's been asleep for quite a while, but she has to work in the morning. I don't have to work because of my shoulder surgery. And I'm also in college, so I get paid to go to school because I'm a veteran. So they pay me a cost of living allowance, plus they pay for all my schooling and all that fun stuff. So, my advice: join the military. I am Marine Corps. Marines are never ex-Marines unless they get kicked out of the Marine Corps for, something stupid. Bad conduct discharge, a BCD, big chicken dinner, whatever you want to call it. Um, and so, once Marine, always Marine. Not all the armed forces can say that, but they instill it or slash brainwash uh, Marines. No, it's more than brainwashing. It's a mentality. The way they train you is you hate each other initially. That way, you push the shitbags to be stronger, better people, and that allows the drill instructors to not have to stress so much about stuff and don't have to worry about as much punishment, especially nowadays because moms against Marines and it's a bunch of bullshit that um, they're not allowing our military men to be fully trained, because of a few sad sources, somebody got hurt or something. Everybody gets punished, just same with child abuse. People used to beat their kids, and so now you can't even lay your hands on your kids without fucking going to jail, which is retarded. I don't believe in beating your kids, but I think if you whip their ass once or twice in their life, then they know that it's a possibility and they will straighten their ass up. But as soon as they get, I mean, it's just human nature. Human nature is to get everything you can get. So if a child has somebody that is gonna believe them and go to bat for them no matter what, no matter how stupid it sounds or whatever, um, you know, they're gonna push the limits and they're gonna see how far they can go. And so then that just takes the power away from, honest people that just want to raise their kids the right way, without beating them. But, they do have, form of punishment. Obviously the timeout fucking shit did not work. You got all these fucking. Anyhow, timeout didn't work. Um, but see how see how the next generation goes. You got to have a happy medium. You can't just go one way or the other. So, my view on that. You know, you can't have you can't have it all bad and you can't have it all good. You got to be somewhere in the middle where everybody's more content and there's rules and responsibilities and there's repercussions for your actions. Next thing you know, we're not going to punish prisoners for killing people. We're going to put them in timeout. And that's what it boils down to. You know, you gotta have, and you gotta have punishment that fits the crime. I'm not saying beat your kids. Obviously, I don't beat my kid. You know, but she was whipped. You know, probably 3 times in her life, mainly for playing with electricity or something that would kill her. But again, you have stupid people that be angry, beat their kids, or take it out on them when they're upset and angry. And it just not a good match. So we need to build some stuff over here because I'm anal. And we can deconstruct all that stuff over there. But I mean, you know, each generation has gotten a little better until it's gotten stupid. You know, my dad got beat by his father. I mean, for his birthday, he walks in, he's like, "Hey, Dad, it's my birthday." My grandfather threw him down on the ground and stomped him in his guts. So, I mean, what's going on with this building? Okay, so it is just not liking. And things may have changed. You used to be able to build right next to the doorway. Obviously, that's just the greatest thing now. Indoor grow bed. We only need one. We're gonna grow so much just in that one thing. It's gonna be silly. That. Okay. So that one that we picked up earlier. Let's do that for right now. You don't have to water them or anything like that. So that's nice. Again, let's just drop all this stuff over here so that we can grab all this. Over there so I can get rid of these lockers over here, because it really will drive me nuts. But I think this is where we're going to end this. We got some plants growing. Showed you where the plants were growing, grow at, whatnot, and I'm sure you don't watch me build this base up. So I will say adieu. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode, part 4.